It's rare to find two figures as commanding and influential as Denzel Washington and T.D. Jakes in the same space. Both are titans in their fields, Denzel, a Hollywood legend, and T.D. Jakes, one of the most well-known spiritual leaders in the world. But when these two powerful forces collide, sparks are bound to fly. What happened at a recent event took everyone by surprise. Denzel Washington, known for his deep faith but also his reserved nature in public, delivered a speech about T.D. Jakes that no one could have anticipated. What was so shocking about this speech? Why did it leave the room in stunned silence? And how did T.D. Jakes react to the unexpected words from his longtime friend? Buckle up as we take you through this riveting moment that had everyone talking. The event that brought them together. It was a night intended to celebrate achievements and honor the accomplishments of great leaders, but no one expected it to take such an emotional turn. Denzel Washington was invited to speak at an awards ceremony where T.D. Jakes was being recognized for his decades of leadership and service. While many assumed Denzel's appearance would simply be a formality, no one was prepared for what he was about to reveal. There was already tension in the air. People were wondering, what exactly would Denzel say about a man who has been such a powerful voice in the lives of so many? And would it just be another rehearsed Hollywood speech, or something deeper? The questions lingered, and the audience leaned forward in their seats, waiting for the moment to unfold. The unexpected start. When Denzel took the stage, there was an electric buzz in the room. He began with the usual pleasantries, thanking the organizers and acknowledging the importance of the event. But then, his tone shifted. He paused, scanning the room before speaking, and the crowd sensed something more profound was about to happen. Denzel then began talking about his personal relationship with T.D. Jakes, something most people were unaware of. He shared how T.D. Jakes had been a mentor to him behind the scenes for years, offering wisdom and guidance not only in matters of faith but also in his personal struggles. This revelation caught everyone off guard. No one had ever heard Denzel speak so candidly about his friendship with the famous preacher. But there was more to come. Much more. The emotional confession. The tension in the room grew as Denzel continued, revealing intimate details about a time in his life when he was at his lowest. The world saw a confident, successful actor, but behind the scenes, Denzel was grappling with deep personal issues, and it was T.D. Jakes who had stepped in to offer support. With each word, the audience felt a deeper connection to both men, Denzel, the revered actor, and T.D. Jakes, the spiritual guide. It was a side of their relationship that no one had ever seen before, and it left people in awe. But then Denzel said something that made the audience gasp. He described a specific conversation with T.D. Jakes that changed his life forever, a conversation that would alter his path, not just in his career but in his spiritual walk. What was this conversation? What could T.D. Jakes have said to a man who seemed to have everything? The turning point. As Denzel recounted that pivotal moment, he described how T.D. Jakes had asked him one profound question: what are you doing with the gifts God gave you? This simple yet powerful question struck Denzel to his core. He explained how, despite all his success, he realized that he wasn't fully living out his purpose. T.D. Jakes challenged him to use his platform not just for fame or fortune, but for something far greater, impacting lives and inspiring change. The room was silent, hanging on every word. This wasn't just a speech anymore, it was a testimony. Denzel wasn't just praising T.D. Jakes, he was sharing how the preacher had guided him through some of the toughest decisions of his life. And then, the question hung in the air: had Denzel taken T.D. Jakes' advice? How had this conversation shaped his journey? The big reveal. The suspense grew as Denzel paused, clearly emotional. He then revealed something that no one saw coming. A project he had been working on for years, something close to his heart, had been inspired directly by that conversation with T.D. Jakes. This project wasn't just another film or TV show, it was a mission to create positive change through storytelling, a way to inspire and uplift people, especially young people, who looked up to him. As Denzel detailed this new direction in his career, the audience erupted into applause. But it wasn't over yet. Denzel turned to T.D. Jakes, who was sitting in the front row, and thanked him publicly, not just as a friend but as a mentor who had reshaped his entire perspective on life. T.D. Jakes' face was a mixture of surprise and humility. he hadn't expected this kind of tribute, especially from someone like Denzel Washington. The final message. In his closing words, Denzel left the audience with a challenge. He asked them to consider their own lives and whether they were fully using their gifts for the purpose they were intended. Are you living out your purpose? He asked the crowd, echoing the question T.D. Jakes had once asked him. It was a powerful and emotional moment that left everyone reflecting on their own journeys. As the event ended, there was a sense of something much bigger at play. This wasn't just a celebrity giving a speech, it was a moment of raw vulnerability and deep spiritual insight. Denzel Washington had opened up in a way no one saw coming, and in doing so, he had created an unforgettable tribute to T.D. Jakes, a man whose influence reaches far beyond the pulpit. Conclusion. This speech wasn't just about fame or admiration, it was about purpose, mentorship, and the impact one person can have on another's life. Denzel's heartfelt words about T.D. Jakes reminded everyone in that room, and those watching from afar, that even the most successful among us need guidance, and that true leadership is about inspiring others to live out their highest calling. What happens next? Will this be the start of a new era in Denzel's career, guided by a deeper sense of purpose? And what other surprises might be revealed about his friendship with T.D. Jakes? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain, this moment will be talked about for years to come.